Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rigsby and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Rigsby's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that Rich gives him when he's working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that we give, and the only little correction is a quick pop and release on his training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. He's going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly today during your follow-up training session. Now, he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the secret to that is to keep his head up off the ground. He loves to sniff the ground, nice automatic sit when Rich stopped walking. He loves to pick up acorns and anything that he can find, so the secret is keep his head up off the ground when you're going for walks. And then he gets a nice pat for praise for doing a good job. And Rich talks to him during the course of the heeling to keep him focused. And when Rich stops his feet, as you would when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that Rich will demonstrate is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Your homework will be to lengthen out the amount of time you can have him hold it and the distance that you can go. When Rich returns back, he walks right back to his shoulders, praises him up, and they take off heeling again. If Rich speeds up, he should do the same. If you walk slowly, he should do the same. But one thing about heeling a little quickly with him is that he doesn't have a chance to put his nose on the ground. Because once he's put his nose on the ground, you're no longer leading the walk.
Stay.
Another stay.
Stay.
And this time Rich will demonstrate the recall after he's held it for a moment. This is your recall exercise. Rigsby come, and he should sit. So Rich told him no sit when he didn't sit right away. He's a handsome boy, but he has a mind of his own, as do most Bernedoodles, sheepadoodles, labradoodles, golden doodles.
Stay.
Rich will demonstrate the recall exercise again for you.
Come. There's a distraction.
If he doesn't come, Rich calls him in and has him sit. Is there a bug or something?
There was something going on over the fence.
Oh, okay. And when he gets distracted, you just have to refocus him like Rich did just then. He just went back to the simple heeling skill and got him back on track. There's bugs, there's acorns falling, there's birds, there's squirrels, there's people cutting their grass. Rich calls him up to his mat and gives him the down command.
Stay.
This is your down stay. Your sit stays and your down stays, and depending on the size of your home, your heeling, your automatic sets can all be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. And he's going home to a rainy weekend, but I don't want you to not practice because it's raining. This is your recall again. Nice recall that time. That was better. And Rich is doing all this without treats. He's using praise as his motivator for Rigsby. And Rigsby responds very well to that.
Down.
Now he was doing that down perfectly, of course, until I turned the camera on. He knows it very well, and he was doing it beautifully. But dogs are like kids. They will make you look silly on camera.
No, sit.
Now, Rich had to enforce that sit, but that's okay. You did see him do it correctly where he came in and sat. But he tries you. He tests you. So we have demonstrated for you all of his formal on-leash obedience skills. He's done a good job. He really has. He's a little bit of a hard head, but he's come a long way. We look forward to seeing you this afternoon. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.